and this is the second one. So I would like to talk about the instrument a little, because we have probably an issue to solve that is really easy to solve in your instrument, but I've heard that you're playing a little bit sharp, a little bit too high, the instrument. So first we are going to talk about how the trumpet works. Um, this is the trumpet. This is my trumpet. I play a Yamaha. I play a Xeno. I have just recently bought it because I've played my whole life with this trumpet here that is in much worse state. It's a Con 22B. It's a nice trumpet, but it's really used and not so professional trumpet. Now I'm trying to concentrate to do my masters on trumpet, to study a lot, so I've bought a professional trumpet. But they all work the same. Basically, you produce a sound with your lips. The sound goes into a mouthpiece, and the mouthpiece into a trumpet where it gets its final sound. Okay? And because there is some amount of air inside the tubes of the trumpet, and when you increase that amount of air by pressing the pistons, you activate the auxiliary paths of air on the instrument, because as you can see, there is a main path that all the air always does. I don't know if you know this or you don't know this, but let's start from the beginning. The air comes through here, goes through this pipe, and then comes out of here directly to the bell. This is the bell. But when you press the pistons, you activate also the access of the air through this extra tubing. This one, and this one. They are connected to each one of the three pistons, and because they make the tube larger, they make the note lower. Okay, larger tube, lower note. And we use the lips, the air, the position of the tongue, and the speed of the air to change between the harmonics of the fundamental pitch of the trumpet, which is something like this. That really low note, that pedal note, is the fundamental pitch of the trumpet. We normally start playing from the second harmonic, which is this one. Which we call C as trumpet players, or if we would be playing with non-transposing instruments, it would be a B flat. Okay, for the B flat trumpet. If you have a C trumpet, it's not the same. If you have a E flat trumpet, it's not the same. But we all called our second harmonic of the trumpet. We call it a C. But the sound, the real note, is a B flat in the B flat trumpet. That's the way it works. That's the way it is. So, what's the problem? I have heard in the recordings you send me. your trumpet is a little bit sharp, it's a little bit out of tune, like too high. And it is quite easy to fix. I don't know if you have done this before or you have never done it, but normally the trumpet is not played with this big tuning slide all the way in. I think you are playing with the trumpet all the way, with this main tuning slide all the way in. And they are not designed to be played that way. They are designed to be played a certain amount out of their position. For example, this trumpet plays in tune with about this much tube out of its original position. It is made so the trumpet is made higher than the pitch you want to really play it in, so that you can tune it to many situations, even higher than you usually would have to. But you get to know your trumpet with time, and you will see that how much is required for it to be in tune. It depends also on the weather. It depends on if the instrument is warm or not. It depends on, of course, the instruments you are playing with, because if they are high, well, then you will have to play a little higher. If they are lower, then you have to play a little lower. Okay? But for me, to produce, to be in tune with an A440, which is a standard tuning all over the world, I play about this on this distance. This. So, which is your first homework? You will have to tune your trumpet to a 440 standard tuning. How can we do that? Well, I'm going to play some notes. I'm going to send them on another audio so that you can hear them, and you've got to pitch down your trumpet. Make this tuning slide off until they are in tune with my trumpet. Okay, which will be in 440 because I have already tuned it. For example, that is the amount of tubing you have to take off on that trumpet for it to be in tune. But in my first trumpet, it is less. It is about this much. So I don't know. Every trumpet is different. You will have to find out how it is on your trumpet that it will play in tune with being 440 hertz. Okay. So that's the first thing we are gonna talk about today: how the trumpet works and how to tune it. Please do that, and if you have any questions, write to me, send an audio, and we'll talk about it. So, yeah, most of our work, I think, will come from this type of communication. And we'll have the classes a couple of times a month to see how everything is going and have a real conversation. But I feel more comfortable this way because we can address topics like one by one. So, tell me what you think.